Hey, all right, there it is. Oh, all right, we are live. All right, guys, what we're going to do today, we are going to kind of focus the live sessions now for a half hour, right at the open, right at 9:30. That's when the index is open here. And we're going to focus these live sessions on specific questions on the TrendCloud system. Anything that you guys are having trouble with, you get to ask them here. And we'll try to focus it to very specific questions. And we'll also go over any strategies that you are having trouble with, because the whole purpose of this is to become consistently profitable. That is my purpose for you. So, so what I want to do is maybe shorten this thing. Instead of 1 hour of just me going over the market. How about a half hour of people asking very specific questions, and we can adjust the time if we want. You know, what I'm trying to sort of shape the TrendCloud trading program just for you guys. Everyone who is a member is actually shaping the program. It doesn't make sense for me to dictate what the program is. I've got to give the TrendCloud members what they need, and all of my business mentors are telling me that's the way it should be done as well. So you actually dictate, or I should say, you guys are shaping the program. And I think that maybe a half hour of live streaming focused on the TrendCloud members, focused on you guys, that have very specific questions. You know, hey, good morning, Frank. Good to see you. So I think that would be a better way to do this. Focus on the Anne Marie in the house. Hello, Anne Marie. Good to see you guys. So I think if we focus everything on what you guys need, that would be a better way to do this. So the members of the group should shape how this program works, because the program is designed for you guys. Okay. So any questions on TrendCloud, any questions on how to use TrendCloud, or any strategies that you guys are having trouble with or trouble understanding, that's what the live room is for. And eventually, the live room is going to be completely private, right? So right now, we're just streaming live from YouTube and some of the private Facebook groups. But eventually, this will all be privatized, right? And you'll log in to get access to everything. So any questions on TrendCloud, any questions on strategies that you're currently using, again, because this is for you guys to become consistently profitable, right? It's got to be all about you, not me. So, so let's just go top down here, and I'll go over what I'm seeing. And if you guys have questions, just type it into the chat there and ask away. Okay. So right now on the S&P, 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, 15-minute chart, right? So we're in an uptrend, and we're kind of in this sideways movement as well, right? I mean, here's your swing low, here's the swing high, and we're in between here. But we did make a new structure high, and you can see we pulled back pretty deep. We pulled back all the way without breaking structure right here, right there. make that green. Okay, so we pulled back, and that was Monday the 11th. Right on the 11th, right there. Pulled back, made a nice move up, and pulled back deep again, right? We pulled back to the previous day's open. See, that's why all of these, all of the tools that you get with your TrendCloud system are so important. Look at that on the 15-minute chart where that pulled back to, right? Here's yesterday's opening range, and look what it did. Pulled back to the previous day's opening range. It will do that. It will do that. Let's take a look at yesterday's ADR checkpoint. Let me show you how. Let me show you how to do that. Here's yesterday. So you can pull this back right to here. And those ADR checkpoints, all the way down here. So let's just take a look and see what happened yesterday. Pulls back, right? Breaks to the downside, pulls back into the previous day's opening range. Or this is actually the previous day's opening range forming here. Breaks out, move forward. Now we get those trend cloud signals, and it's off to the races, right? Until the next day. Candles start to go extended. And what do? We pull back and recalculate. After it recalculates, we get today, and we get that massive pullback right into the previous day's opening range. And now we're heading back to that again. Where are we at here? Okay. We are in an uptrend on that high time frame. We're pulling back. We're pulling back into that same area, right? Only this time we'll be pulling back into the average daily range. So a little bit of a whipsaw here. Indecision, a lot of indecision. Okay, so your TrendCloud system is going to show you if you're trending properly, or it's going to show you if you are just sort of going sideways and not doing anything. All right, so that is the purpose of what you've got on your chart here. Everything on your chart has a purpose. Everything on your chart has a purpose. We use the trend cloud to tell us the price action of each time frame, right? That's your price action mapping system. You understand if you're in an uptrend or a downtrend. That's why you've got trend cloud on there. You might be saying, well, why don't we just see if there's higher highs and higher lows? You could do that. But as you can see right here, sometimes you get very deep pullbacks, and you break past these points, and it continues up. So this is more of a complex retracement into that upward trend, and then you continue to move higher. So you need that on your chart. You need to have an understanding of where price action is. The purpose of your ADR checkpoints, okay, is to know this is another way to say that the intermediate trend has been extended, right? And look how we're bouncing in between both high and low average daily range. Okay, so we know exactly if we're in an uptrend or a downtrend by using the trend cloud. We can tell where the swing high and the swing low is. And we can also see these momentum entry points here. Okay, your TrendCloud momentum entry points all through here. It gives us a lot of information to use so that we can enter the trade, or more importantly, stay out of a trade that's going to that doesn't have the best opportunity to win. We don't know what trade is gonna win and what trade is gonna lose. We don't know. But what we do know is if the trend is extended, the direction of the trend, the momentum direction, and we put all that information together to help us make a decision. So the TrendCloud system is a system of indicators that helps you make the best decisions so that you can be consistently profitable. That is the purpose of all of this. Okay. So, so let's move on here, see if we can find another example. Okay, take a look at your high time frame here on the the Dow. Let's just look at TrendCloud. Okay, obviously we've got this downtrend, but take a look. Swing low, right? Swing high. There's two of them. There's major and minor, right? Here's the swing high. Here's the swing low. All of this is in between. So TrendCloud is putting a high and a low on the internal swing here. So we actually have a swing that's just kind of going sideways. Very, very difficult to get a fix on, right? Very difficult to get a fix on. The majority of the data is down, okay? But you always have to look at the major swing. Swing high, swing low. Here's the swing high and swing low of what's formed over the last couple of days, right? Right inside of here. But the major ones have not been broken yet. So we're kind of going sideways. So once you see sideways movement like that, you really, you really don't have the strongest setup from the beginning. So from the right out of the gate, we really don't have the strongest setup. You've got to look for that swing high and that swing low first, and you look for that on the highest time frame. If you're bouncing around in here, like right here, at this point, right? At this point right here, let's go back in time. I love using replay. If we were looking at this, we'll say swing high, swing low. Here's the first pullback into the trend cloud. Here's your first pullback into the trend cloud. What are we expecting? Well, we're expecting this, right? Because we're in a downtrend and we're just naturally expecting this to take place. Let's bring up our other indicators here. Okay, and right here you can see we're starting to hook down, move forward. There's your downward signal. Pops back up. Another 4 hours later, there you go. Okay, so right at this point, we can see it entered trend cloud, and now it's starting to hook back down. So this is the most conservative answer that we have as far as direction goes. Okay, what does price do? Now on the lower time frame, you can see price, remember this is the 4 hour chart. So on the lower time frames, let's get over there. Right here. On the lower time frames, you could see trend was also down. Right here. Pulls back. Lowest time frame, There's your TrendCloud signal right there. Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Downtrend middle time frame. Hooking down, right? Actually, right here at the TrendCloud signal, we just have it's pulling back a little bit further here. All right, so you don't exactly have it, but you've got that TrendCloud signal, and you've got the move that this made all the way down to here, which was inside of the high time frame curve. Right, moved down into the high time frame curve there. And it was also, I believe it was also an ADR checkpoint. Let's bring that up because we're not going to see it here. Put it on the highest time frame and let's take a look. Yep, right in the middle there. Okay, so let me draw that out. So right there, okay? And look where price went to. It went to that very first ADR checkpoint. On this day. That was March 7th right there. Let's move forward. Hits that ADR checkpoint, bounces right off of it. Okay, right here. Right there. So your entry point, right? Your entry point here we got in right here, late in the day, moved all the way down into the demand zone, that high time frame demand zone, pulls back into TrendCloud, makes another move down, hits that ADR checkpoint. That's it. The day is over. The day is over. And then makes a huge move up. Pulls back into TrendCloud right here. And we've got momentum on our side. We've got momentum on our side. Let's get rid of that. So right here. Put that line. And this is how you have to learn how to follow price action. So you're learning to follow price action by looking at lining up all of the information that your TrendCloud system is giving you. Pulls back into TrendCloud. We don't get a signal because it rushes out of there. Okay. Right here, whoops. Right on this candle, we've got the hook up. We've got momentum to the upside. We have broken above the 50, the 50 simple on the middle time frame. Okay, and momentum and cycling up on the high time frame. All of the information is put together. We've got all the information put together, and we have enough information to make a decision. We have enough information to make an actual decision, okay? And then the move to the upside. All of that is practice. Going through the chart like that, drawing out the lines and saying to yourself, do I have enough information here to make a decision? And then you would have to be discretionary and say either yes or no. That's the beauty of this. You can say yes or no. Yes, I want to take this trade. No, I do not have enough information. When you have enough information stacked on top of each other, then you can make an informed decision. You can even get ahead of it looking at supply and demand zones and saying, well, we've got all this downward trend across multiple time frames. We're cycling down, momentum is down, but we're breaking to the upside into this, into this supply zone area here with all this downward movement. Let me take this supply zone. Let me see if there's an ADR checkpoint, an average daily range inside of that supply zone. Oh, look at that. There is. Great. I'm going to get ahead of this thing and I'm going to take the trade there. Set the proper risk and take the trade. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. But it has to be clear enough that you can actually see that. It's got to be clear enough for you to see that. All right. So we will have the 10 o'clock reversal right around 10 o'clock. You usually see price action reverse into the opposite direction. And well, as of right now, high time frame on the Dow, kind of sideways, right? Swing high, swing low, and a whole bunch of action in the middle here. Okay, let's get back over here. There we go. Okay, so breaking out, looks like it wants to break out to the downside here on the 15-minute chart. Let's go over to the NASDAQ. TrendCloud signal to the downside, cycling down, momentum is down. Okay, kind of a pseudo downtrend, right? Because the 50 simple is still green. Middle time frame is down, heading towards that momentum shift to the downside, looking good to the downside, right? It's not perfect, but we've got a lot of information to the downside. And what's it doing on the opening range? Well, broke out to the downside. Maybe it wants to pull back into this area. Wouldn't that make sense? We could pull back into here, make the move down. That would be in alignment with the majority of the story here. That would be in alignment with the story. So why don't we place our trade there? Sell 2. Oops. Oh, this is the full contract. Can we afford the full contract? Well, we can afford the full contract right there, but that doesn't clear structure. That doesn't quite clear the structure. Okay? That doesn't quite clear the structure. So, how about going to the micro? Wait, we are on the micro here. No, it is on the micro. That's super expensive. So what we'll have to do is bring this either up to here or just take one contract. There we go. That would be our setup. That would be our setup right there. All right. Looks like it's heading for that area. Let's see if we can take this trade. So now you have a good idea of stacking information, putting information together to make a decision. In fact, what do we got here? What does that look like? Wow, that must be a monthly, previous month's high. Well, we're going to have to be above that. Previous month's high, a little too expensive. We've got to keep everything under $200. Okay, so there we go. We're under $200. It's got to, we're protected by previous week's close, previous month's close, previous month's high. Daily chart is extended. The daily chart is extended. Go back to the 15. Oh, come on. Let's see what you got. Guys, are there any questions on TrendCloud? Any questions at all? Any questions on TrendCloud? Any questions on strategies that you're using right now? How to make your strategy work better? How to make the strategy more objective? Ask away. This is good timing. We're coming up on the 10 a.m. reversal, and we're pulling into the top part of the opening range. Right there. Previous day's open. It's a good spot. Always go for the spot that TrendCloud tells you. There's a few of them there. Always go for those either support or resistance levels that are inside of your supply zone. It's going to narrow the decision down for you. Let's open this up, take a look. Okay, so it's pulling back into this little opening range. Pulling back into this base drop right inside of here. Here we go. And we are protected, okay, right here. Remember, nothing over $200. Nothing over $200 right here. All right. So this was an expensive trade on the micro. So we only have one contract. What do we do? Risk Manager. Go to that Risk Manager tool. Very useful. Here's your entry. There's the stop loss. 1%, $20,000 account, apply. 2 to 1. 3 to 1, 5 to 1. Let's make this nice and big. Okay. So there you go. Right? Little right here. There's 2 to 1 right there. You can take that off. Lines everything up for you. That's also very close to ADR checkpoint. So we've got a target that's right. We have a target here now. That's 2 to 1. Remember, we only have one contract. Okay. And we've got the previous day's close, previous day's low, and we have an ADR checkpoint. We're sort of right in the middle there of all of this. We're right in the middle of all of this. Great target. It might come down here, right? Break to the downside, hit that ADR checkpoint, pull back up into here, retest again, make another move down. That is what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. All right. Any questions, guys? All right. If there's no questions, I'm going to end it here, and we're going to focus these. We're going to focus the live streams. We're going to focus the live streams just for a half hour instead of a full hour, so that we can get some better questions. So next time, let's prepare the questions, and we will go over the market at the open. Okay, we'll go over the market at the open. We'll run it till 10 o'clock, and we'll focus this time specifically for TrendCloud questions, trade plan questions, anything that you want to talk about, anything that you want to straighten out so that you can become consistently profitable. Okay. We made a decision, a very simple decision, just using our TrendCloud system. We put the information together, and it's working out very nicely because we made a discretionary decision. It's all about making better decisions. Okay. Making better decisions, filtering out trades that don't look so great, right? Just to filter out stuff that doesn't look good and get more trades that have a better opportunity to succeed. You still will never know what's gonna work, what's gonna fail. You'll never know. But what you can do is try to put as much information as possible together to make an informed decision. And that is what TrendCloud gives you. It gives you enough information to say, these are the trades that I want to focus on. These are the trades that don't look so great. Now let's narrow things down. And as you're going through that process and you find something and you say, hey, there's a lot of information here that's actually in the direction of my trade. Let me set this up. Go continue to look at other, go look at other contracts. Maybe this thing triggers. Okay. That's how you do it. And once you set up your day, that's it. You just let everything play out. All right. So I'm going to monitor this. I will continue to record it and post everything in the private mentorship group. All right. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see everybody tomorrow. And we will keep this at 9:30. 9:30 to 10, and just do a half hour. Okay? All right, everybody. I will see you then.